was in the third grade, we done a little experiment, a science experiment with real science on the properties of displacement and what displacement means. We see it in boats that float that have a certain buoyancy because of displacement. And I think I just may be able to prove to you that this whole climate hoax, much like the C word hoax, and every other hoax, none of it's about saving the planet and it's all about controlling you and your life. Ask yourself this: if man is creating global warming and it's going to melt the polar ice cap and the waters are going to rise, number one, why are all these politicians buying $1 million mansions on the coast? How would trillions of dollars being funneled to the United Nations stop global warming and climate change? Think for yourself. And maybe it's time that we hold our schools accountable and they get back to the third grade science experiment like I'm going to show you right here. Well, here we start with, you see the glass is almost full. Now we'll add the ice. This simulates the top of the water freezing, like in a lake or in your polar ice caps. Almost full. Here, we'll add a little more just to be sure. Well, okay, as you see, it spilled over some. But now, let's watch it melt. there you have it. That was a third grade science experiment that I done in the mid 70s when I was in the third grade. It was to prove displacement. It was to prove of how ice forms and how lakes don't overflow and water doesn't spill out of the oceans everywhere. It was real school, real education. Not this whiny victimhood, upset about everything that everybody says. It's time we hold our schools accountable, ladies and gentlemen, and it's time we get these Marxist teachers out. Take back our country. You know, just think about it. Why are all these $1 million Hollywood celebrities all buying these little islands in the middle of the Caribbean and in little spots around the world? If the oceans are going to rise as they claim they're going to, those islands would go underwater. They would not have their island left anymore. They would drown in their little mansion. Why are all these millionaires and billionaires buying all this shoreline property and having their multi-million-dollar mansions built on it? Think about it. We don't have much time left. We have a decision to make. You understand now, this is why our children do not believe in God. They do not believe in anything except for their victimhood. It needs to stop. Because this is a war. This is a war against us free thinkers and us free citizens against totalitarian dictators. You think socialism's so good? You think everything's great if it's free? Just wait and you see what happens when everything is free. Take a good look at China, Venezuela, Cuba. Not what they're telling you on TV. Take a look at the truth. We need to get our country back by any means necessary. It's time. So until next time, ladies and gentlemen, this is No Way